Hello once again, this is James Roughton, and welcome to my series on safety culture development. In today's lesson, I want to begin our discussion on developing accountability. I want to start with a quote from Albert Einstein that I think sets the stage for accountability. If I had an hour to solve a problem and my life depended on the solution, I would spend the first 55 minutes determining the proper question to ask. For once I know the proper question, I could solve the problem in less than 5 minutes. So with that said, why is it important to develop an effective accountability system? I'm going to use the makeup of a sports team to demonstrate accountability and how it relates to an organization. Let's take a look at how a sports team is structured. We know that each team has a coach and players that work together daily on making the team more effective at what they do to win games. Therefore, based on this sports team concept, a clearly defined accountability system is a mechanism to ensure that everyone in the organization successfully fulfill their assigned responsibilities. For example, if a player doesn't show up for practice with no reasonable cause, they are fined or penalized. And if they perform poorly, no matter the reason, they get cut from the lineup and are not allowed to play the game. Player contracts reflect trends in poor performance or relative value to the team, thus creating a form of accountability for performance. We have all heard of coaches being let go at the end of the season, sometimes even in the middle of the season, because of their performance. The potential for dismissal creates a sense of accountability among coaches and players. And based on this example, I think that you can see how important the accountability management system really is and how it can be applied to an organization. So if you take that principle and apply it to an organization, you will begin to see a strong comparison. We find that a business consists of managers, supervisors, and leaders, which are the same as coaches, and employees, which are the same as the players. Everyone on the team has their own areas of responsibility. Unfortunately, in business, the management team may not always understand that each employee must perform at top efficiency to create a successful team, which in turn helps to create a successful safety culture. In many cases, supervisors are asked to double as managers or as a production employee as the need arises. These kinds of flexibilities and undefined organizational structures can lead to breakdown in communication. These areas are not always clearly defined, and in many cases, other programs or systems may suffer or fail because of lack of attention. The bottom line, no matter how you look at it, management sets the priorities, and what's on top of the list gets done. As we discussed in a previous video, safety must become a value in the organization that is built into the management system. As all of us know, priorities change over time, but core values, once established, will be less apt to change with pressing or overlapping priorities. This is how the culture is created and will continue to function and improve over time. The purpose of an accountability system is to help everyone understand how critical and important that their role is in the organization, and to help them understand what to do to take responsibility for their performance and actions. And before I conclude, this video provided you a brief overview of accountability, and the thing that we must remember is that responsibilities can become so complex that some activities are neglected because of the number of duties that must be performed on a daily basis. And we must not forget that, as new responsibilities and business initiatives are created, the accountability may break down when responsibilities are assigned, and the authority or resources are not provided. In the present context, accountability ensures that your safety program or system is not just a paper program, a book or manual that is developed and then sits on a bookshelf collecting dust with no real purpose in achieving its objectives. In our next video, we will continue our discussion on accountability and discuss briefly how to establish clear goals and assign responsibilities. Thank you for listening to this video. I wish you continued success in developing your safety culture. For more details, visit my website, safetycultureplus.com, and follow me on YouTube for more videos on safety culture.